point A attack was so crisp, did give them such an advantage, they were able to pile it on through, nano boost Stoop. Faze had no answer to it early on. They ended up losing 3 people because while they're worrying about Stoop, here comes the D.Va explosion in the back. And now Faze, they have to deal with Fnatic's iron defense here on point A, and even if they get through it quickly, taking point B on a map like this is no picnic.
Yeah, and it's going to be very difficult. And when we look at the two teams, we look at their styles, we look at their preparation, we always assume that Fnatic are going to be a little bit more prepared. You can see D.Va here munching on some Doritos, playing some games. I think that's a Viking. Yeah, that's a Viking. Have you ever played that game?
The Lost Fight. There's like the SC2, there was like a mini game.
Yeah, there's a little mini game. Yeah, quite fun. Shout out to all the StarCraft 2 players. You know me. Shadowburn going to be on this Genji. He's going to be looking for a lot of room. I mean, Faze staying tried and true to their lineup. They want to be exploding onto this point. If they can get a big win, they do have a chance of taking that second point, as we discussed.
It'd be very big, and they're all coming in here through the high ground to the right, and Fnatic also not challenging. And neither team, well, Fnatic's giving them a little bit more pressure over the top, but
yeah,
even still, they weren't really trying to challenge them as they came in, and in fact, Faze just slowly marching forward.
This is very interesting.
It's very dangerous because of that. You could get dumped right into the icy waters of Volskaya, but Shadowburn finds Vonethil off of the knockback, gets right in, throwing all sorts of damage into the soldier. Coolman having to run away, and Coolman very lucky to get away with his life here, but it is a 5v6 right now, and Fnatic, iron defense to know, having trouble keeping together here in Volskaya as Faze comes in strong.
Yeah, he's gonna get Custa here. He picks him, finds 2, finds 3. It looks like they're gonna have a slight advantage. Happy Cool getting that D.Va, gets put to sleep. A great job by Rockus, knocking him down, keeping his team up at the same time, and it looks like Faze are gonna get what they're looking for. They're gonna get this first point very, very quickly, and Vonethil being the last person, as usual, to die. And let's look, this is the key point. Let's look at the ultimates. We have that Zariel, we have the bread and butter. Shadowburn's gonna have a big opportunity to get this point.
Huck, my body is ready for the strike back here. Can Shadowburn put Faze back in this game in a big way? Here he goes. Nano Blade at the ready, looking for those pickoffs. Not getting too much just yet. Stoop, though, does go down. The Graviton is out. 3 kills here from Faze, and oh my goodness, how is this happening?
It might be happening. That's 4 kills. Can they stagger out? That is the question. Fnatic having the D.Va ultimate, they do have a chance. They're going to switch up onto the Mei. They need to buy time, but time is ticking down. They're at 2 checkpoints. Can they do it? I don't know.
Stoop goes in, immediately goes down, and Faze on the verge of taking the second point just as easily as Fnatic did. Time running out for Fnatic. They are coming in with the stall, hoping for the miracle, hoping for a pickup to pull this back, but they're so close right now as Faze.
Can they do it? Happy Cool still on the point. Stoop has ultimate. He's gonna lay it down. He gets 3. Can he bring it back? He gets another pick. He's staying on the points, trying to survive it so his team can back him up. It looks like he's gonna buy enough time. It's so close. Coolman on the point. Mei, can he stay alive? They're bringing this back. Fnatic with the phenomenal defense. I cannot believe what we just saw. ZP, they brought it back.
Oh my goodness, that was so close, and then Fnatic just a little bit better at stalling that out. And once you know where that was over, where Stoop hits a big earth, and then suddenly Coolmat just waltzes up in his new winter parka because he's on Mei. And just like that, Fnatic has bought themselves a just insane amount of time here, and Faze gonna try and bring this back. They do have another Nano Blade, so here we go. Shadowburn into backline, has 1, has 2, immediately getting to work, slicing and dicing, and we're back in this position once more, but that is a devastating way of opening this up.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna close this one out, but all in all, great job by Faze, keeping composure, not faltering. They're gonna be down a minute. It's not the most ideal situation, but hey, Volskaya, we could go the distance here, especially how these teams have been playing.
Well, usually it's a little bit rare on assault maps to see crazy, gaudy scores between both teams.
10-10 or something, we could see it. The dream is alive.
But right now, Fnatic, with 6 minutes left, they could absolutely go in here and immediately take both points again. So I don't even know. This is kind of why I do like seeing Volskaya in these situations.
Rarely,
I understand that the players don't, they have their preferences and they like playing the maps and practiced on, but as a spectator, this is actually pretty awesome right now between these both teams, and we'll see how things work out here. Now, note in terms of rotation, because Faze has less time, it's going to be Fnatic on the defense again. They're not swapping off Max attacking or otherwise, so we get to see if Fnatic will have a better defense coming out this time around.
And it's interesting to think about, like, Faze has a lot of momentum, you know. Yeah, sure, Fnatic held him a minute extra, but I just love seeing Shadowburn. Every time, he's like an eagle. As soon as he hits up in the sky, he's a hunting bird that just comes down, the falcon, to pick off the mice. And he does such a great job when he takes that tactic. And it's something for players to take home back, you know, to wherever they play, whenever they're watching this. You get into those pub matches, to when you're on that Genji, to make sure to use that tactic. It gives you a lot of room, and when you get that blade, you get the resets to, you know, go an extra mile with another dash.
So here's a question here from Fnatic is, how are they going to deal with this defense? It does look like they're holding much further up right now, where they're not going to give up the high ground early on. They're going to make Faze actually fight for it. And I like this. Snoop goes into the early charge, Buds immediately flying through, going to get charged back himself, but Factor Fiction can be first to fall. Shadowburn does find Volskaya in the back, but overall, a 3-1 advantage here for Fnatic, and this will be a successful hold.
And that's where it gets kind of tough. You know, we talk about that snowballing effect on these maps. When you get that first hold, that means you're going to have a little bit more ultimates, a little bit going into this next fight. Even if Faze take this next fight, even if Fnatic don't use their ultimates, that means it's going to be an even playing field for the second point, and very interesting to think about from a team perspective.
And again, I just love this adjustment from Fnatic, where they realized, hey, our defense to begin with here, we didn't have the right strategy. This time we're going to make them fight for every inch, and it's working out. Shadowburn right now having to worry about Buds, trying to build up the Dragon Blade. More is going on the right side, but Stoop does find Rockets in the fire room, takes him out, and it's the deep dive of these Fnatic tanks that is pulling this fight for his Buds. Ends up with 3 before it is all said and done.
Yeah, now you're starting to get a little worried. They're going to be extra aggressive here, finishing off Factor Fiction, not letting him get back, not letting him to get healed up. And on the right-hand side, Fnatic top right, looks like Stoop's going to have his Earth Shatter, Happycool's going to have his bomb, and Buds and Colmac going to be up pretty soon as well. On the opposite side, only Shadowburn being close to that blade.
That is an interesting phrase, though. Only Shadowburn, air quotes. Shadowburn, of course, would have his work cut out for him here. No doubt about it. It's not the biggest ult advantage, but there is always that puncher's chance. Fnatic right now, again, they are making Faze pay for every bit of ground they want to get here, and it's draining a whole lot of time. As Faze, they have to just fight to get into this first round. Now they're split off, and here comes Mac. They see the split as Shadowburn tastes the dirt.
Yeah, Shadowburn getting slapped down by Stoop once again. His arch nemesis piling through, and it's a full wipe. And they didn't even use that much. Like, realistically, they only use one ultimate and you wipe the complete opposite team. That is exactly what you're going to look for in these fights. This is where Faze are going to have a decent chance, though. It looks like it's going to be 5 ultimates against 4. The only one not being up for Fnatic besides what Stoop just used is the Vonathil Lucio drop the beat. Let's see what they bring to the table here in this fight.
This could be the game in series-defying fight. Coolmat, though, finds the flanking Graviton. Oh, the self-destruct in the back. Goodbye and good night. 3 kills coming in from Fnatic off of that setup. But luckily for Faze here, Hook, they didn't burn many of their ultimates in that fight.
Yeah, great setup by Colmac, to be honest. That is an all-star play. If we talk about that star factor, I feel like he's been the most consistent over time. Exactly what you're looking for, an opportunity for him. And I think it comes down to what you were saying, the positioning of this Fnatic squad. They've really adapted. They're not getting fancy. They're saying, you know what, we're just going to hold them at the most natural choke.
Now, the interesting thing here is that this is still going to be a big ult advantage for Faze, but no, Shadowburn slapped! Custa, the god, goes full nap time on the Shadowburn and creates an opportunity here. Stoop picks up 2, has the Earth Shatter. Will he drop it right here, right now? Could take out Shadowburn. Not going to use it here just yet. But this has been a great defense from Fnatic. Faze had so many ultimates here, and maybe they still take this, Huck, but they're not taking anywhere near as swiftly as they wanted.
Yeah, for the first time, Faze picking up kills on this offense. They pick up 2, and that means that the spawn point for Fnatic is so far, but it's not over yet. Factor Fiction only getting 1. Custa going down. Stoop returning. He tries to charge. He misses off the map, and it looks like off of that, Faze are going to be able to take this.
Stoop just a little bit too far. Was trying to take someone with that.
Yes.
Faze now with the momentum they need, but what a great stall from Fnatic, buying close to 4 minutes here on the first point. And in fact, if you think about how this map usually works, that was very close to a full first point hold.
Yes.
Faze actually had more time than you normally get for first because of how quick they kept second.
Yes, that's completely true. But as we talked about earlier, going into the second point, you look at what they have. They do have that very easy combo with the blade off of Shadowburn and Rockus' Nano Boost, as well as the extra buffer coming from that Lucio. Will it be enough?
We're gonna have to see. This is definitely Faze's best chance coming up right here. But Fnatic, they have the tools to stall this out. Remember, Faze has the flawless victory. This kind of hard when you have a self-destruct in your face, but here comes Shadowburn. Backline enabled. Grabs Bonathil immediately. Looking for a little bit more. Slicing, dicing, has to put the blade away and runs right into Buds here. Will take him out before it's all said and done. This is pretty good here from Faze to start with. They've only lost one. Half the pool doesn't quite get what he wants, and it's a full wipe. So, Faze in good position, but Fnatic, we know how they can stall. They will have a chance to come back out here, and Coolmat does have that graviton.
Yeah, Coolmat and Kasta gonna have his as well. Looks like they're gonna stall a little bit. Stoop getting an early pick. That's a missed position by Forsaken. They're gonna pop that Zarya ult, and it looks like they're gonna get a lot of people. Faze turning up, getting 3 more kills. It's fairly even right now, but it looks like Fnatic are gonna hold, and that might be it. There's only 10 seconds left on the clock.
That is very likely to be it, and that was the case where even though it looked so good for Faze, they lost one person in that initial push, and it let Fnatic come right back in. They still had the graviton. They had enough time to stall it out, and Faze gonna have to settle for just 3 points here in Volskaya. And now Fnatic, they have a great opportunity to make this map their own.
Yeah, you gotta feel really good right now to be in Fnatic's position. You're in the driver's seat. You control your own destiny. You have 6 minutes. At the worst, you can get 1. And like maybe you choke completely and it's horrible, but you're still gonna tie. I think in general, Fnatic gotta feel really good right now.
Absolutely, and again for Fnatic, the worst case scenario for them here is almost certainly going to be a tie. For Faze to come out and have a 6-minute defense on point A, that's 50% more time than what you usually have on one of the hardest, if not the hardest first point defense maps in the game. That does not seem very likely. So Fnatic, to some extent here, playing with the house money. The question is, though, how quickly they'll get point A. If they get point A on first or second attack and have over 5 minutes left for last, that's actually very big.
Yeah, and it's mostly going to be on that second point, having the right ultimates at the right time compared to that Faze clan squad. In general, we've seen them do a great job. I mean, Kasta, so far in this tournament, been playing beautifully. Not only once, we've seen it, I think, at least 3 or 4 times in this match specifically, shutting down that Genji and Stoop as well. You think about what's bringing to the table from the Faze squad, Shadowburn being such a big factor. They've countered him perfectly and put a lot of priority in shutting him down.
The key thing to note, though, is that even as they're shutting down Shadowburn, at least is opening other opportunities for Faze. Like, I feel like 2EZ overall has had a much better series thus far. But part of that is that when you're so worried about Shadowburn, it lets other parts of Faze do their job. But here we go. First fight underway here for Fnatic. 5 minutes, 42 seconds underway. And they're just coming from the ground floor and gonna let Buds look to bring someone down to them or half the cool on the boop. And there it is, he finds Reinhardt. The fight will be taking place at ground level.
Yeah, Factor Fiction being very deep, and this forces Faze to drop down. It's going to be a very sloppy fight. You can see Rockus, only the person on the high ground, trying to support his team. Very interesting that both sides are mix and match, but it looks like Faze are going to come out on top. They got 3 picks so far, and this is exactly the start you need as Faze. If you lost a big fight here, you're almost certainly going to lose this map, but they still have a while to go. 1 minute off the clock, 5 more to go, ZP.
And Huck, how much time does Fnatic lose here if they lose the next fight, knowing the ultimates that Faze is about to get up?
Minute and a half. It's really their mindset. I would love to see Fnatic to come back hard and fast and say, you know what, let's get those ultimates out of the way. Let's be very aggressive. And if they lose a fight, great. If they don't, let's make them burn as much as possible.
All right, Fnatic coming in here through the high ground on the right side, looking to just power their way through this. Of course, they are running D.Va, Reinhardt, Roadhog, and the early hook coming in here from Buds does not immediately result in a pickoff, but Faze definitely getting out poked. Factor Fiction going to be first to fall, and Fnatic coming in strong right now with the 65. Another hook from Buds. Shielded off, though, by Zombs. It's a nice shield. We'll see if it's enough as Shadowburn brings the blade and is looking to turn this the other way.
Yeah, and Buds is hunting him, trying to find him, and he's not going to get him. Shadowburn being very slippery, poking around, and you gotta feel like that was a lost opportunity by Fnatic. Buds got the nano boost while he was chugging, breathing for air, healing up. Shadowburn actually dropped to almost 1/3 HP, and that was mainly off of that Ana grenade. So a great job by Kusta once again, but he could not get a grasp on that slippery Genji.
Indeed, and also Zombs, a really nice shield to keep 2EZ alive there. That was almost certainly going to be a bad time for 2EZ. Fnatic coming in once more, but Zombs now, he has the answer, he has the key. He can graviton Fnatic as they're stuck in this very tight area. And might even be able to ban out a sound barrier if the cards play right. So Fnatic has to be careful not to waste too many ults here, especially if Zombs does get that good initiation.
Yeah, let's see how aggressive they are, and they've switched positions. A great hook Cool Matt dropping down, forcing Fnatic. Too easy, gonna clean him up. They're gonna be up one member. I'm not sure how this fight's gonna go.
And right now, this fight is Fnatic still going in, but I don't know if they're getting best ultimates into this. They're already down one. I think they're just trying to build their war chest here.
But Faze being very composed. They haven't used anything.
Yeah, and Happy Cool, I'm not sure if he used ult or not. I think he just might have gotten knocked out of his mech. He actually, I think, did save his self-destruct. So Fnatic, pretty obviously, after they lost Cool Matt, they're just going to hold on and wait for everything to be up here, but how big would this be here? Faze has just as many ults. If Fnatic tries to match power for power here, Huck, and loses, the dream of a first point hold here for Faze, which would be the longest Volskaya first point hold ever, is alive.
Yeah, let's get sloppy here. 6 ults versus 6 ults. It's gonna be interesting. Actually, Custom might not have his in time, but this is gonna be very interesting. Faze, so composed here, not burning anything in the last fights. They're putting themselves in great position.
Cool Matt right now about to get that Graviton. This is going to be a slobber knocker if there was one. 6 ults v 6 ults. The Graviton comes in from Cool Matt. Cool drops the bomb right behind it. Takes down Factor Fiction. It's 2 quick kills here coming out here from Fnatic, and that's a good start. Faze burning their ultimates as well, but there's the Earth Shatter from Stoop. That is going to let Fnatic win this fight. The ultimates have been used. Fnatic stands victorious.
They stand victorious. The only person holding on to theirs is Factor Fiction. 3 minutes off the clock, though. Now, Fnatic, only 2 minutes left. To be honest, you're not happy with that first point. If you're Fnatic, you're saying, hey, we invested everything, and we barely got it after 3 minutes. They're going to have 2.5, 30 seconds being added after you cap it, and they're going to say, you know what? Curveball time. We don't have this match just yet. Happy Cool, get on that Pharah, get in the sky. Let's see what you can do.
And the Pharah is actually a very nice pick here for what Faze is running. I don't think Faze really can swap off in response to this. If they're checking the hero compositions, they would know that's there. Of course, now they're getting rocketed, so of course they know.
Yes.
But here comes Fnatic. They're rolling right in. Factor Fiction does have the Earth Shatter to help prop up the defense a little bit more. But look at this. He's got to force the ice block as Fnatic starting to apply pressure to this when they get Forsaken early on. So 6v5, a good start to this for Fnatic.
Yeah, but they're burning time. You see that Maywall saying, you know what? We just need to fall back. We have the time to stagger. Big Earth Shatter coming out, knocking out 2. Looks like Faze is going to go up 2 kills. Happy Cool going to even the field. 4v4, too easy. One more on the board for Faze, and their respawn point is so close. You got to start looking at the clock. 1.5 minutes left. Too easy. More and more kills. He's going to pick off that Pharah, swatting him to the ground. And now you're looking at this time, and you're saying, hey, we don't have much. It'd be interesting to see if Faze adjusts. I don't think Shadowburn did a great job on May, but that wall to stall out time, to put up, you know, another Reinhardt shield that just doesn't break. Great choice by him. Very, very tactical.
Absolutely. Now for Fnatic, this very well could be their last attempt. It's such a long walk from first to second here at Volskaya, so Fnatic have to make this count. I think their ideal situation here would be to get that Graviton into Barrage. Cool Matt, and that's what he's looking for right now. He's looking at his poke that he's going in. He's just trying to get that last little bit of ult charge. There it is. Not quite there yet. I think he thought he had it. Fnatic starting to engage, and Cool Matt almost certainly saying, guys, wait, don't have it yet. Still trying to get it. Still trying to get it. Doesn't have the Graviton. And this is a paper tie, and finally the Graviton comes out. Cool did not get quite the fall through he's looking for, and I don't know if this is enough from Fnatic.
Yeah, they get an extra kill. They're up 1 person, but they're going to be countered, and huge combo coming out. Faze going to be able to clean up here, and that's exactly what they needed. 20 seconds left on the clock. Will it be enough?
And for Fnatic, it very well might not be enough time for them to get back here. It might have been enough for Faze. 14 seconds remaining. I think Fnatic might be able to touch the point, but that was certainly their best opportunity. Now they have to just roll in, hope that no one dies, and get in on here. 5 seconds left. They still need to touch this here.
Can they touch it? It's 2 seconds. He's going to Stoops on the point. This is going to be the last fight.
And here they go. Buds right now coming in. Does have the pulse bomb at the ready. Raucus finds Bonthil immediately. The Earth Shatter from Stoop doesn't do too much. Buds tries to fall through on it. 5v5 right now on the point. Too easy, though. Getting cleanup kill after cleanup kill. The soldiers of Fnatic are falling right now. And this very well could be it. We could have ourselves a draw as Faze gets all the cleanup that they're looking for.
What an